Let's do the thing where I don't know if I should have the setting, Jason, where they can hear you as well, but like you could be screaming at me and nobody would know the difference. But this rolling start lets me know, instead of like doing that awkward like, am I on? Is it on? I have to kind of like peer over the logo, and like you get the different camera, so it's weird for you. Like it's a little more close up, but it's better. Like trust me, it works. Maybe I'll just sit right here. I'll just kind of like prop up right up on the logo and say, hello. Welcome to If We're at Nintendo. It's Monday evening for you here live on youtube.com/WeTheNerdy. It's Wednesday for everybody else. And before we start the show, I wanted to just give a gentle and polite and heartfelt thank you to everybody who supports us at patreon.com/makeusbetter, especially our platinum executive producers like Corey Hicks at twitch.tv/chicks_18 and Mr. Mark Moody at youtube.com/Mr. Moody Reviews. Your camera did something weird there. It just kind of like popped up. I'm not sure. Distracted me because I'm nailing this intro, guys. Gold executive producers, the guys from Quest for Pixels, Sheldon, Benedict, and Tony Baker, and Panache, Malloy, who is also on We the Gamercast today. You should check that out. And our executive producers, JoeySplats, Caro, Underwood, Dante, Bellini Jr., my favorite name of the bunch, Jared Gauthier, Dude427, Kevin Austin, Josh Borbone, Tammi Ryan, Robert, Bobby Miller, Tim Aulph, Joel Brooks, Martini G, NastyBoots, David Ray, and Jesse Armstrong. Jason, I don't know about you, man, but I am ready to run this thing like a lemonade stand. Let's get into the intro thing and do the stuff.
Let's face it, as Nintendo fans, we are often left slightly disappointed and scratching our heads asking why. Where is our Super Mario Galaxy 3? Why isn't Metroid out yet? Bring back the Ice Climber, seriously, and what were you thinking with the Virtual Boy? Well, sit back as Sean Capri and
Jason Lacey
do just that. That's right, this is If We Ran Nintendo. Now, cue the music, maestro.
Welcome to If We Ran Nintendo, episode 110. It is time to do what Nintendo don't. This is a fantastic podcast that releases weekly on everywhere. It's everywhere, so you can find it in every place. And it streams live on Monday nights, like right now, on youtube.com/WeTheNerdy. So you should tell all your friends, you should comment, you should like, you should subscribe. And best of all, I'm Jason. That's right. Jason Lacey, and that is Sean Capri.
Jason Lacey. Hi, my friend. It's nice to chat with you tonight.
We do that every week, and no one knows because we were always in the private chat.
We're behind. We're in the green room getting ready.
The green screen room, maybe.
Actually, I could just pop it up right now, but it would be super awkward. Can I tell you something, Jason? Like what is it? It's 8:08 in the Mountain Time right now. I would say 15 minutes ago, I had a baby in my lap.
I saw that.
Like we're cutting it close. Okay, so my daddy duties are changing these days. We're moving Lincoln off of the boob, and just so he can just kind of go to sleep on his own. So off of the real boob, and now he's on my boobs. So that's that's what I mean by that.
Can I speak? I have to run with this comment because you just kind of set it up for it. And I will talk about this on Shameless Plug. Shameless Plug. I will talk about this on Fluxipose as well. But
IRL.
Aiden has a thing where he likes to climb on you and stand up and do all these things, and because he walks. But whenever, I swear to God, whenever he climbs on me, right here, he grabs right here and pulls. And I'm kind of a hairy dude.
Yeah.
And he just gets a full handful of that man hair, and he's just like, ah! Oh my God. Ah.
Lincoln is getting to the point where like he just started walking last week. This is brand new. So he's like crawling up to you and just kind of like clawing up he was always kind of crawling up, but he wants you to either walk away or lead him somewhere or something. But he's just looking for a hand or something to grab onto. And I don't know if you know what I'm getting at, but like he's going to find something to grab onto. Like, and then just kind of like walk along with that. It's like his own little his little walking stick. But it's my pee-pee stick. It can't be a walking stick and a pee-pee stick. Somebody's got to explain this to Lincoln. Maybe.
Daddy, why is there a cocktail shrimp here?
I'll just. That's where babies come from. But we'll tell you about that in, I don't know, 20 years.
I love it. Hey,
so we barely made it. We're live.
Hello, chat. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it's a different show now.
We're happy to have you here. Yes. Say hello. Say hello.
to all the people in the chat. Oh my goodness, Tammy's here. Tammi, what time is it? Go to sleep. Goodness gracious, unless you made your way over to stateside.
I don't know how she and Aaron do it. Like,
they're just always awake.
Yeah,
you know what? When you got all the feelings, you're just like, you have no sense of time. Do you remember those days where you're just like stay up all night and you're talking, and now it's like you can't even decide if we're actually going to bed like at the same time. Like, oh, you're going to bed? Okay, well, I guess I'll be down here for a little bit. Okay.
My wife and I see people like that in public, then we go, well, they don't have kids.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Look how in love they are. Gosh. You know what I realized? I don't know if it's like the different hairstyle, but like when it's just hot. I realized this when I was talking to Panache.
Like a Conan O'Brien poof.
I do it for Lincoln, and I shake it around for him, and he really likes it, and he laughs a lot. But I was laughing with Panache Malloy, We the Gamercast yesterday, and I was laughing so much that like the veins in my forehead started popping out, and I just want to call this out before anybody else does. I have a flux capacitor that is in
today.
It's right there. Like I can actually kind of like stretch my skin a little bit. And like when I hit 88 miles per hour, like we're gonna see some serious shit, man. Like, what the hell's going on up in here? I'm sweating right through my shirt. Holy crap! It is like hot for a Canadian. I know that the East Coast is something else these days, but anyway, Jason, I've missed you, buddy.
Well, I'm here. I'm always here.
You were on
Got
Megadad's?
No place else to go. I was on Megadad's. They invited me over into their decrepit basement.
Yeah, it was pretty stinky.
Debauchery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how Luke Lore hangs around those guys so
Seriously,
much. I mean,
yeah. You think he would just
dangerous.
Find somebody else to hang out with by now?
Yeah, I don't know, but can we just get Hundo P trending more, because that's just fun to say.
I don't remember what the word was this week, but or this month, it was not as Hundo P is something special, man. You should just cut that segment out altogether now. It's done. You found the word.
I feel like if I that's like my alias now in all fighting games. I want to name my fighter Hundo P.
Hundo P.
Yeah, it's a good anime name.
Like
Hundo.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. You wanna do some shout outs?
I feel like we kind of just like gently kind of went in there, man.
It's like we're getting comfortable doing things a little bit.
Oh,
you know?
Man, we're just jiving. We should never change this. We're always gonna be. You're never allowed to like go back to the shack full time. It's a good thing we signed that damn contract.
Conveniently, I probably never will, because I'm really bad at making commitments, I guess.
Oh, well, you're here.
I'm a bad person.
You know what? The Shack's mistake was having too many hosts, where like this show cannot happen without you, so it makes that choice for you pretty easy.
I got comfortable. I know I have a failsafe.
Yeah. Man, I really enjoy doing the show with you, Jason. I'm not just saying that because we're here live on youtube.com/WeTheNerdy. And your glasses look nice.
Sean likes me, people. He's
good stuff. He's good stuff. So why don't we do some shout outs, man?
Okay.
Do you want to go? Okay, go. Hadouken.
Yeah, I don't usually go first. Maybe I'll go first.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes I go first. I don't know. I remember thinking when I was like, I'd listen to you guys. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can come out with shout outs every week. Sometimes I can feel pressure.
Yeah.
To come out with a suitable shout out, because there's a lot of good people. A lot of awesome people.
Yeah, you're going to alienate a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're going to piss off a lot of people.
Like, man, I tweeted at that a-hole a lot, and I thought we had something special this week, and he just didn't even. So I'm taking the low-hanging fruit, and I'm giving a shout-out to my co-host and BFF, Lucas Rose, because he's got a birthday this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, 29.
Yeah, 29 all over again on Thursday. He's like Mr. Oh, he's Mr. Home Improvement guy now.
I know.
HGTV curb appeal / home improvement.
What's this? Scott McGilvery? What is that?
Scott McGilvery, something like that.
McElvery. I think that's his name. Cut his hair. He's super handsome. I hate that guy.
Doing all the things.
I know. He's so smart, and he's just got like he's decisive and rugged, but also like kind of like approachable. And he'd probably give you back rubs. Gently, with his calloused hands, but they're like soft, moisturized, calloused hands.
Ooh, yeah. So if they're calloused, though, it exfoliates at the same time.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. And I need new glasses. So happy birthday to Lucas Rose.
Yeah, he's got a birthday. Neat. So there's
Very
that.
nice.
And I also have to give a shout out to a guest that saved Nintendo Shack this past week, because Donnie had a very tough week, and he was bowing out because he had there was a marathon, like one of the biggest road races I think in the U.S. besides the Boston Marathon was going on in Atlanta and he was working crazy hours with that. If you're in the Discord, you probably saw him posting in very early hours of the day talking about this.
Crazy.
So he had the night off, and so I was like, oh, don't worry, Donnie.
I got this.
Mm-hmm. I haven't hosted a stream for a podcast
since Monday.
Quite a few months. I'm usually the talent. I just show up. I can do this, no problem. Get on 5 minutes beforehand. Oh crap! I don't remember how to set up my OBS for this.
Oh no!
So I was like, I had the frames, everything was there. I just could not get the video capture to work the way I wanted to. Like it would just do all of Discord. I'm like, no, I want a tiny window. I want a little window.
Just a little bit.
And it wouldn't let me do that. So our guest was N64 Josh.
Yeah, he was waiting the whole time.
All the content. Well, it's funny because he jumped into the chat and he was streaming on his end. So he was streaming us pre-show on his Twitch channel.
Man.
And he was just going to roll all of his guests because he had just finished the podcast. He was just going to roll. He had like 20 people because he's like popular.
Yeah,
and
that's what that's
like. Roll all of his group into our show. But so like his chat was like helping me troubleshoot through his stream, and then I was like, do you want to just host it? And he's like, yes. So he just hosted it for us, recorded it for us. So super props to that. But he was a guest on the Nintendo Shack, and he does the Nintendo Power Cast, and he does Smash Bros. Cast. Check out, and he streams like all the time too. Really cool dude. Really awesome guy. So I definitely recommend you guys check out his content.
Doubt.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Man, I think when we talked about if we ran the Nintendo Power Podcast, one of the things we probably should have talked about was like maybe look for all those unofficial podcasts called Nintendo Power. Like good for him for landing that name, dude.
Well,
that's incredible.
Yeah, he got literally I can't remember exactly, but he like started his show, and then literally just a couple weeks later, Nintendo lodged that, and his friends were like, they're gonna shut you down. So he got like the huge benefit because people, if they search Nintendo Power, that's like what his show comes up too. I'm pretty sure. So he just reaped the benefit of, and he just like took off at that point, you know.
That was never gonna happen for this show. Like not in a million years. Like there's no chance in hell nobody's gonna be calling their show if we ran Nintendo, because who the heck even calls themselves a Nintendo guru? Not even like Reggie calls himself a Nintendo guru. But it's okay.
Look at all these lame names that starts with Nintendo. Nintendo Guru, Nintendo Dads.
Yeah, Nintendo Talk.
Nintendo Talk.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I think that's it. I think we nailed it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Damn it, we probably missed somebody, and they're really upset right now. Sorry, Nintendo Dame. Oh, sorry, Caro, Nintendo Dame.
Ain't no G's and playing Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
those are shout-outs.
There you go. Speaking of birthdays, Josh Stapleton. Seriously, this guy has got to have like the craziest storage unit in his side yard because he's going from he took his like hobby of going from like, you know, every weekend, maybe every other weekend, going to yard sales and whatnot. Like I feel like he's posting giant hauls on a daily basis.
I recently connected with him on Facebook, and I just now I see it because he kind of saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But now like Facebook Marketplace and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's just like selling Wii U's, selling GameCubes.
Yeah,
man.
He could have like the West Coast next level games. Like he's kind of gearing up to that thing. Like Nick Militia and Josh Stapleton. Like you guys are it, man.
Yeah,
like,
next level West.
You're covering the distance. So happy birthday to Josh. You are a very special person, man, and I really appreciate your friendship. Hope today was amazing for you. Shout out to Mr. Jason Lacey, who is a producer pop-in on the Mega Dads, as I mentioned.
Oh, that's me.
And also shout out to Mark Carabin. Not Bobby, but Mark Carabin for Reanimate, using producer power to reanimate Bobby Pauls from the dead.
His editing ability is amazing. How he took all
incredible.
those old clips of Bobby and spliced them into his podcast like he was actually there.
Yeah, it was kind of like a ransom note. Like it was a podcast version of a ransom note where they cut out like the letters from magazines and stuff. It was really impressive. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but moving on. Also, I don't know how to say this name. Lobo Rican? Lobo Rican. I know, you kind of have to like go all into it, don't you? Yeah. Join the this is sort of a joint shout out. There's a Make Us Better Extra Life team. I don't know if anybody knew this. If anybody's thinking about doing Extra Life, go over there. It's in the Discord. Make Us Better. Mub Extra Life is the thing. And so I wanted to give a thank you to Nathan Thomas for starting it. He's like, "Hey, is there a team?" I'm like, "Not yet." And he's like, "Now there is." And we got people joining. So raise some money for the big beautiful kids, and play some video games. PSVG. Man, that really works.
Yeah.
Like we're kind of like with like Jacob owns the word nostalgia. We talk about making us better. Like I feel like every time somebody who's not in the make us better thing, like they say the words make us better, and they're like they kind of dodge it for a second, but then they ultimately like no, I really just want to say make us better, but like oh, you guys took that. It's in my vernacular. So that's it for me, man. Those are my. Oh, you want to do the chat too? Because like tons of people are here.
Tons of people.
We told people to like clear their schedules, and I guess they listened.
They must have like read your tweet out loud, and it just reminded their various AI platform to remind them.
Yep.
To show up at 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central.
Oh, we need to do that more. We need to have like the 10 p.m. 9 Central. Like do that little like I don't know.
Like the old like the NBA,
the TV
the old
shows.
like sitcom things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can just play the Seinfeld.
We should have like we should have a sitcom intro to this show as well. We should ditch the old Bobby intro that I've stitched together your name, and just do like a everywhere you are. I don't even know.
If I could just walk into the room and go,
yeah. I turn around from the chair just like, and then at the end of the show when we're all done, we freeze frame and then the credits roll.
Oh my god.
We can like high five like at the split screen.
Can we please make this a thing? Because I need this in my life now.
Sometimes the ideas are just all I need, man. It's just use the power of the imagination. But let's go through the chat. Dude 427 is always first, and he said hype dab. Joel aka Falcon is here. Skinny Matt is here. Excited for Octopath. Jonathan Purple Monkey Entertainment is here. Lucas Lore, holy crap, man! I'm jealous of your summer schedule. Lens, holy crap, back from vacation. Aaron Doherty is here. NastyBoots himself. Bad Bit, hi Bad Bit. Tammi, hi lady. By the way, shout out to Tammi and Tommy. There's going to be an amazing Animation We the Gamercast episode dropping on Thursday. It's a bonus episode. Guys, we did like our top 5 games. It's so awesome, and we've got so many ideas that you guys definitely don't want to miss that episode.
Can we say hi to Joel's birthday cake? Because it said Falcon on it, and I love that.
Yeah, man, that was so good. Yeah, hi, Joel's birthday cake. Piper32, hey, Jay. Jeremy? Do you prefer Jay? I know a guy at work whose name is Jeremy, and he's like, call me Jay. So I'm like, that kind of tripped me up a little bit. I think that might be... Oh, Nintendo Talk is here as well. Scrolling through, I don't think I missed anybody. And TrashTurkey just arrived. Holy crap.
I hope he's playing a 2DS right now.
Oh, I want one of those. You guys are talking about the doorstop things? Yeah, Lincoln cannot destroy mine. He's got to get his hands off of mine because I got to play some more of that Mario Golf, by the way. That bouncy ball business that's going on.
Oh, I haven't played this new one yet.
Oh, have you ever played with like it's like endlessly bouncy? It's like the physics are all off. Like the ball lands and it's like I don't know, man. It's like playing with a rubber ball.
That Donnie. Practicing my sitcom face. Sorry. Sorry.
So tons of people to say hello to, man. What a nice family we have here.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you for joining us on this night of making and running Nintendo. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, you're making it. If we ran Nintendo, we'd make it better.
I'm just thinking making it. Yeah, I just got that whole make it better.
Oh, that's kind of like that whole thing. Look at my hair is out of control, man. We're gonna go with it. What's next?
Let's do some what you playing. Sponsored by Flux to Post.
Okay, go. I did a Hadouken motion.
Yeah,
the wrong thing.
Never gets old. Never gets old. Sean, what you playing, man?
I'm gonna be very quick because Todd Oxtra is gonna lose his mind.
I'm getting replaced already, guys. So it's been a fun run.
I want to tell
Todd's
you,
very disappointed in me.
He's not disappointed in you. Todd loves you. He's got that military background, so he's gonna be a little harsh on you. You know, this is not getting any better because like I'm realizing that the camera is backwards, and anyways, it's not like a mirror exactly. We'll just keep going with this. Blossom Tales has got its hooks in me. I get it now. I understand what it wants me to do every time. But my problem with it is every time it's like, go over here. And like it's got the little square in the mini map. And it's like, this is the section you want to go in. I still am such a dum-dum in this game. I don't know where the heck to go. I get really stuck with like, well, it says it's right there. So if I just draw like the straight lines, then I'm having a really difficult time.
You're on a grid for navigation.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if I love it. Like, but once I get into the dungeons, I'm having a gale
dungeons
time.
Are great.
It's
Have
really
you done
fun.
any of the little extra little challenges you can do where it's like the memory game where you got to hit the switch in the like a Simon pattern. And,
Yep.
And they just keep going and they keep going. I think there's one I just gave up on. It was for like a heart container essentially. And I was just like, can I record this on my phone to play it back? Because literally it was like, I couldn't do it. And I'm saying like a lot. Why am I doing that? It was so long. It's so hard. I don't think
I know exactly which one you mean.
I don't think I ever got it.
I know which one you mean. And I was having
a waterfall, I think.
Yep. You go underneath the waterfall because of course you always go to see what's under the waterfall. And so it was playing around and Chelsea's editing and she was just about to finish up for the night and it's going like constantly, and I didn't mute it or anything because that would be the kind thing to do. And it's like that ding noise. It's just going on and on and on, and it would play, and then I would try it and screw it up, and it would instantly start over again. So it was just constant.
Like, Sean, what are you doing?
She's like, "How stupid are you? How hard could this be?" And she didn't say stupid, but that's what I heard.
Why did I marry you?
God,
you can't do this.
I know. So she's like, I'm like, can you help me with this? Like, I definitely need, like, we need to work together on this. She's like, just give me the controller. I'll do it. And then she couldn't do it.
Oh, what's up?
So I was like, I was like, thank God. Like, because it kept going. She definitely got further than me, but like it kept going to the point where we were really gonna have to work together. So she was doing it, and I had a notepad, and I was like looking at it, and it was in a like there's 4 of them, so 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. So I was just had a notepad like blindly going like, okay, circle means that it touched, and then I would draw down to the next corner, draw a little circle, and then go to the next one, draw a little circle. So I had like when I looked down, like it didn't make any sense. It was a scribble. But I still kind of knew what I meant of like directional, like which one was next. So we got it. We worked together. It took forever. We ended up like just having a nosebleed after that. But anyways, Blossom Tales.
I'm glad you're liking it.
It took 2 of us. But yes, I don't know if I need to finish it. I feel like I've got a sense of where it's at because this weekend, man, Octopath Traveler, that's a big deal in my books. Like that's kind of that I feel like it has Game of the Year maybe potential.
Whoa.
Doesn't it? That's the sense I'm getting from everybody, though. Like, not even from my own experience with it. It's just kind of like people are talking pretty highly about this game. I don't want to miss it.
I mean, it's at the perfect time because I've wanted like an RPG to get into on the Switch for a while. I mean, I really liked I Am Setsuna when I played that.
Yeah.
I didn't jump into Lost Sphere, and then I mean, everyone of course is like, you gotta play Xenoblade. You gotta play Xenoblade, and I was like, it's not quite my thing. I'm not quite. I think the whole style isn't quite my thing. And I did rent it from the library, and I played 1 chapter of it. And I know I need to give the game more time to really. But this game, it's like this is where I cut my teeth on RPGs. That era, that style. I mean, SquareSoft was what I always grew up playing. So I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah, man. Oh man,
it'll be amazing.
I think it might be
on my Switch.
I have Golf Story. I just sort of wrote that in a real weird way. I don't know if I can get to it, but that's me, man. I ordered a super long HDMI cord and some extenders for my Super Nintendo Classic Edition, so I'm pretty set there. But I'll talk maybe more about that another time. But Chelsea and I were playing, and I'm stoked to have that. What the heck was that noise? Did I just hear? I may be losing my mind. Jason, you go ahead.
Are you inside Metal Gear? What was that noise?
What was that noise? There's this cardboard box just like shows up out of nowhere next to me.
Don't pay any attention. As for myself, I've been playing the Octopath demo as well, kind of gearing that up for the release of the game. I think I've got like 30 minutes left on the demo. Fun little side note for people, if you're not aware, the character that you pick in the demo, like your starting character, that character will always be in your party for the rest of the game. Like, you won't ever lose them. So like the other characters you rotate out, but that's like your main character. So if you want to like change that up, start a new save. But that's my pro tip.
Actually, the way that you play it.
And I mentioned it last week, I think a little bit. And it's official now. It's out. I did a review for Miles and Kilo on Nintendo Switch that released last week Thursday on the 5th. Fun little game, so you can check out my review of that over at playsomevideogames.com. PSVG.log, shameless plug. And lastly, Hollow Knight. I went back, man. Just like I had to. I had like people on one of my Discord servers were talking about it. I was like, just when I think I'm out, they put me back.
That's crazy, man. I love how you even talked about it in your producer pop-in. Like maybe like completion, or no, it wasn't your pop-in. It was the comment afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
I did not hundo Pete it though. I'm not gonna hundo P it because with the DLC content, it brings it up to 106%.
What? That's not a thing.
Yeah, and the other stuff is just collectibles. Like I don't have any interest, but I've killed all the bosses. I finished all the stuff I wanted to do. I finished finally. I have a stream. I streamed it and I have it on YouTube. The run I actually did it. I've cleared the Coliseum of Fools, which is like one of the hardest things I've ever done. I got through that. I got the other 2 endings I hadn't done. So I've seen everything I need to see at this game. I put 40 hours into it. I think it's time to just be done.
Delete it.
Yeah. So I've got it. Like I feel accomplished. I feel good. I can put it away.
It's time to walk away just in time.
So exactly.
Man.
Couldn't come to a better name. But I did not expect that. Like that game really just clicked with me. It's like when I played Hyper Light Drifter for the first time. It was just like
I feel like I'm letting you down by not playing it. Like I feel like legitimately like I'm just sort of like hearing you say these words. Yes, I'm having such a great time that all I want to do is like complete it 40 hours, and I'm like, that sounds nice. Off I go with Blossom Tales.
But I like that game too.
I mean, I'm just behind, man. I've really been considering just giving up on even trying to be on day one, but I don't know. Octopath is a thing. I also have a birthday at the end of the month. My brother just asked me like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "That would be really great if he could just like get me Octopath Traveler." But then I have to wait to the end of the month. So I don't know. We'll see. Like it's just it's hitting at like I don't know about you guys or everybody in the chat. Like it's like the perfect date. Like it couldn't have come a moment sooner, moment later. We've got these last couple days to finish up whatever we got on the go, and then like Octopath drops, and that's good.
My slate's pretty much clean till December after this game, because I mean I'll probably get Overcooked too, because online play I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun.
I'm not on the bandwagon of everybody saying like, oh, it's going to ruin the experience. Like it's all about couch co-op, and it's like it's not like they're taking away couch co-op,
right? But
I feel like there's some serious like make us better game night situations that we can, like maybe people like hopping in and stuff, like passing the controller like virtually. That would be amazing. Let's do it. I'll yell at Bobby.
Yes, see, you got to get into. You have to recreate the experience of him playing with Tony. Yeah, for sure. Him getting so angry. Oh,
I'm your new Tony, Bobby.
Oh my gosh! And besides, we got to get ready for my what you playing in December, when I literally just say I've been playing Smash Brothers. Yeah, that's all I play. That's all I play for the next year. So you got to get the variety in now.
Until you're playing your mini 64, your 64 classic that surely will come out. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
No. Todd,
we did it. We're better this week. It's better this time.
Where am I at? How long have we been streaming? How long has this been up? What's going on?
We're good. We're a little long, but like lots of people show this is unexpected. A lot of people are here. People on summer vacation.
That's right. We're blinded by the light.
We're very fortunate. People actually watch this nonsense.
Well, since we didn't get to it last week, he has to be first tonight. Todd Oxtra gave us a topic. Todd Oxtra. If we ran Nintendo, what genre of games or game styles should Nintendo develop that they currently do not? That's our topic, Todd. Thank you for the submission.
I seriously considered like continuing to have Todd's topic as like either the second or the third guest, like that old
just keep bumping
it. What was that Saturday Night Live, like what's up with that? And there's the guy who was always quiet. He's from a band, nobody knows what I'm talking about, and they keep missing him. Oh crap, I can't. Hopefully somebody knows what I mean. Did you ever watch SNL? Are you big on that?
But yeah, I watched it back in the day.
That ooh wee, what's up with that, I got to say. No?
Yeah,
nothing? Dang
you
it.
Lost me.
I kind of went all for it, too, just to trigger something.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate your effort. Yeah. I mean, it's there, 100%. Yeah. You hundo P'd that effort.
I went for it. I mean, as much as I can with Lincoln and the window open and everything else. Maybe I'm hearing things outside. But we sort of talked about, like, what games were impossible ports, but I feel like maybe this is a little bit different in that, like, you know, like, we're starting to see that the Nintendo Switch is a destination. And some of the things that we just didn't get before are starting to happen. So it's actually kind of a challenging topic, because most genres I think are pretty well represented. But for me, the first thing that came up in my mind, if you don't mind, I'll just jump off.
Oh, by all means.
And the thumbnail for this episode is of Mario Paint for a reason, because I thought the number one thing that we probably would see way more of on the Switch, just because of you can touch it. There's some sort of like creativity or building type of games. Like I would want like a genre, like like a selection of games where I'm doing the Mario Paint thing of painting something or making some music. I guess like Labo is just a little bit of that. But like as far as like a genre, like I don't think that if I were to say that, I'm hard pressed to think of games that fall under that genre.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything quite like that on Switch. So, would you consider like the stuff like we've seen on the 3DS, like the Art Academy, stuff like that, those drawing type? I want to say a tutorial, for lack of a better phrase. But
yeah, something that kind of like triggers that other part of the brain too. Like even like Brain Age, or it sort of bleeds into like the more. It's definitely casual. But like Nintendogs and things like that, it starts to go from creativity into just like babysitting games. I don't know. But they're very profitable. Like if we think about if we were at Nintendo, like those are games that just like grandma wants to play and everybody.
I'm all about towing that bottom line. You know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But even like N64 Josh talked about MOBAs on the Switch.
Yeah.
So
I'll play Astronauts when it comes to Switch. Just make it happen right now.
Can you believe that's not on there? What the heck, man? Just like take your Steam library and just like dump it on there. There was also a tweet out just earlier. I was gonna change the topic at the last moment, but I didn't want to upset Todd. But I just saw a thing that like Nintendo aims at having between 20 and 30 indie games per week.
That's exciting and terrifying at the same time.
It's awful.
Because we might have good games, but honestly, let's face it, we're gonna get the shovel, like the Wii shovelware all over again. And with how bad the eShop is for finding and parsing out terrible things, it's not good. It's not good, man.
Like you probably wouldn't call like indie necessarily a genre, but like out of those 20 or 30 games per week, you're probably gonna have like everything. Like maybe sports games is another that I would like to see maybe a little bit more on Switch.
That was the direction I was going in. Yeah, the sports games. We don't have a really good representation there at all. Let's if we go through it, we have NBA Playgrounds.
Yep,
it was the basketball game.
NBA
terrible at first, wasn't improved. We have the 2K. 2K18 was a thing. And then we've got FIFA. Those are like our heavy simulations. We had wrestling. That's done now.
Yeah, you can't even really count it.
Yeah, they've come out and said they're not going to support that genre, that game again. So I feel like there's a deficit here that I think Nintendo needs to capitalize on, and we've been known, Sean, here at Nintendo, to make some quality arcade sports games.
Oh yeah, man.
I think we need to pump out. We need to pump it out. We need a Mario Golf on the Switch now.
Mario Strikers has to be.
Mario Strikers.
I will be irrationally excited when Mario Strikers is inevitably announced. It has to be a thing. I passed on tennis. Strikers is not going to be. I don't know if Luke said that before. I said that or
tennis.
After.
We have tennis now. Yeah, forget about that. I want a Mario. I've been saying this forever. I want a Mario hockey game. I think.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
Bowser's just like a grind. He's just like the enforcer and just smashes people in the corner of the rink. Mario would of course have to be your all-around playmaker.
Right,
it'd be great.
And of course we would evangelize and support the next Mario Golf game, Mario Golf on Switch. There's got to be some sort of like the word Switch has got to be in like a sports game somewhere. Also, is it weird that we don't call it like curling Switch? I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on this one. Mario Football. Tim Aulph said Mario Football would be interesting. So I guess maybe even like the Mario series of sports games is a genre that I'm surprised we haven't really like. That seems like something that I'm glad they haven't like just crapped it out. Because it probably could, to be honest. But, yeah, sports games...
I mean, we're not going to hit the simulation experience, but I mean...
But I don't want that, man. The more I talk to people about it, like, a lot of people fallen off, like, Madden for over the years because it got too complicated. Like, they kind of lost their way a little bit. And so maybe, like, that's a place that people just go to Nintendo for.
I'm not, like... I don't watch wrestling, but I love the wrestling games from back in the day. I would love an update, like, an arcadey wrestling game on the Switch. Don't give me any licenses to deal with. Give me all original characters. I just want over-the-top arcade wrestling with like tag team with internet play. That'd be so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Heck in the Cell instead of like, 'cause you can't swear on Nintendo.
Right.
HE double hockey sticks.
That's right.
Did you guys call it that? Instead of saying HE double hockey sticks?
And then we had to be edgy and cool, and we said the real word.
Oh man! But under your breath, and you kind of paused a little bit before you did.
That's right.
Dude 427 mentioned first-person shooters, and I was about to go there, but then I started to think about like our chat last week with Wolfenstein and Doom, and maybe is that it? Maybe like I was thinking like it's not necessarily underrepresented, but maybe it's just because it's surprisingly represented at all that I sort of avoided that.
Yeah, I feel we haven't seen Nintendo's first-hand touch at it, you know. It's been a while.
Prime?
I mean, if you want to say Metroid Prime, that was our last foray. So they haven't been down that series in a while. So I think I could see that dabbled into, see Nintendo do something in an FPS. I don't know. I think we would have to go into a new IP though, because I don't really know, besides Metroid, what other current would fit that mold. Well, I think we need to have something new, like something coming out of left field, like an ARMS that we had no idea about that was marginally successful. Something, a new direction, a new endeavor.
Yep.
Not a spin-off. You could say Peppy O'Hare's Wild Adventure.
No.
First person.
Oh my God.
It's what you always wanted.
I'm having like an reverse physical reaction to this. It's like, oh, what's my body doing? It's just like, no, thank you.
But right now, like a lot of the best stuff with weird stuff is coming out of third parties. Our best Star Fox game is possibly going to be coming from
it really
Ubisoft, with Starlink. So I mean, I could see first person shooter being an underrepresented.
I just like, because I have things to play first person shooters on, like they will always be better. They will always be better somewhere else. So like I start to think about, and I don't want to like go like poo poo that point, but it's sort of like we should explore that in the exploration of the genres that are on Nintendo Switch. That probably is a thing that should come up. But like one of the things that I have a hard time even like putting within a box is sort of like this idea of like games as a service idea that's everywhere else that doesn't really exist. This notion that a game can live on for like 4 or 5 years and evolve and grow. Like Splatoon sort of is that, but that's definitely not what I'm getting at. But a game like a Destiny, but not necessarily a first-person shooter, or I guess probably more like an MMO. I want a World of Warcraft with like, I want a world of Nintendo, like a Nintendo land, like Nintendo World. Like go in there, you can play your characters. I just don't play your Miis, for God's sakes. But I do really want when I go through my Switch games, I want to have something that would be there forever and ever.
What was that the RPG on 3DS? It'd be Miitopia, MMO version of Miitopia.
No, like good though. Like they could really. I mean, it could be a Pokemon thing too. That could. I think that's kind of what Bobby and I used to talk about with like what we'd want when a Pokemon on Switch.
I was thinking about it like an MMO type thing, and then the first obstacle you hit when you're talking about MMOs, because my MMO background is City of Heroes, Champions Online, Warcraft, Star Wars. I've dabbled in quite a few, and you're limited by buttons. You're really limited. I even played Final Fantasy was kind of interesting on 360, but you're limited by your input, and you don't have a keyboard. Like with the keyboard, you can map and button combinations to do all your different spells. So a way to simplify that. But one thing would be interesting that you could do was with like, let's say, instance, like the Joy-Con motion controls, you could do different motion inputs combined with buttons to do different spells or something.
No motion control. No, I mean, maybe in addition to.
I wouldn't say you have to like these big, if you want to do a critical, you got to really swing that broadsword.
It's like instead of American Sign Language, you have like Nintendo Sign Language. We have to do different movements and gestures.
Maybe I guess a better word is using the gyro features. If you had the control tipped a certain way, you could do. I don't know. I'm just looking for a way to get more mappings out of.
You just want to do a curtsy
out of buttons.
Maybe instead of like you could do your emotes with your. I would dig that if you did like your emotes where your body is your controller kind of thing.
As long as I get the sword of truth,
the dance
that's
that
all that
everybody's
matters.
doing on Fortnite. Yeah.
So
I think that's honestly that's my final answer. Is I do want a game that I can just like live on forever. And honestly, like if Nintendo, if they did this, they could do like the Smash of MMOs, where it's just like any character could exist in this world. It'd be like a cross between like Smash Brothers and like Kingdom Hearts kind of weirdness. Just like maybe there's an original cast of characters or somebody that you create on your own and you go and interact with all of the Ridge Racer, bad bit, but
it's Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer. I don't know. That's what I want. I want an MMO. I want to be like, I want to have a reason to like put that Switch on my hip like it was a BlackBerry. So that's me.
Can I just say, random aside, I happened to be out in public yesterday, and I saw like 40 people in this smaller town we were visiting walking around with cell phones. I was like, there's got to be a Pokemon Go thing going on. And sure enough, there was like this community day. Like people everywhere.
I failed to mention at the start, man, I am all over this. I took the dogs. I took Lincoln for a jog on Sunday, and then I took the dogs for a walk afterwards, and I specifically mapped out where I was going based on Pokestops and everything.
I want a Squirtle.
I caught my first Squirtle. I caught my first Pikachu, and they got these cool glasses and hats and everything. Very satisfying. I'm not doing anything with any of them. I don't know what leveling up is all about. I just catch them, and I'm like, having a great time.
Hey, that's what, and you're getting the fitness in. You're getting that fitness.
I'm trying, man. Holy crap. Like, we found out we're having a girl, and we had this cake, and there was so much food, and I just, like...
Adbot 2.0 coming on.
Holy crap. Like, 6.0, man. I'm skipping right through the versions. Like, my pants are undone. My shirts don't fit.
I think so. I think, let's just, to summarize, like, you need, like, some sort of premier online hub experience type thing, which would perfectly align with our online service that's coming out in September.
Ooh, maybe.
Because you might remember there's more games that we haven't yet revealed. The 2018
That's crazy, man. Like, do you think first party, is that what they mean?
I don't know what they mean anymore. I mean, I find it. I would think maybe another port or something, but I don't know. There's got to be something first party that we don't know about still. I don't know.
Strikers would have come out now though. Like, do we have to wait until the next World Cup? They could have come out now, but at least Soccer Slammers was able to come out and people didn't.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, we haven't seen one of those in a while. I don't think, have we? Did they do
Not since?
Did they do Russia? Sochi? Is that the last one?
They did a Rio one, didn't they?
I don't know.
Sports.
Only we had, like, the internet, exactly.
Sports.
Adventure.
Todd, thank you for the topic.
Amazing topic.
Thank you for bearing with us as always, Mr. Oxtra. Your support is well. Does
he feel like our dad? Does he feel like dad checks in on the show every once in a while and he's just like, God, these kids just can't. So disappointed.
Talking about their Fortnite and their dabbing. I don't know.
Pac-Man video games. I can't understand it.
A little bit. We do have a topic number 2. Super Mario Run has made just over 60 million. If we ran Nintendo, what would our mobile strategy look like moving forward? Look like this.
It would look like a dab. That's what our mobile strategy would look like. Hey, so part of the, I think there's, I can't remember if I ended up putting the link there or not, but I was reading. I was reading an article, and the reason I wanted to have this in here was I thought I'd seen something that said. It was like a fraction of what. Okay, so yeah, it says. So this is from NintendoLife.com. It said for comparison, Fire Emblem Heroes crossed the $300 million mark earlier this year, which seems to indicate that Nintendo's method of paying up front with Super Mario Run was a one-off experiment, won't be returning. So a little bit of context there. $60 million is maybe surprising to some people, but then it's kind of like completely dwarfed by. Fire Emblem, which we know is big.
Look what Pokemon Go has made. I came across a number for that too. It's just ginormous what these games are producing. So, people would have always been like, at first, like, well, why are they doing, smartphone games? I don't want these games on a smartphone. And then here's the proof why. The numbers don't lie. That's
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
So the context is meant to kind of go, do we abandon the sort of the model of Super Mario Run and just kind of like only do the Fire Emblem, like the sexy casino thing that they've got going on over there, and just constant loot boxes and all that stuff that is what we've come to know from mobile games? Or like, how do we approach this, man? I don't know what your first thoughts were.
Yeah, I could go both ways with Mario Run, because it's nice to be able to pay a price and then just say, and you're done. You don't have to worry about it. You have everything for the game. of course, there's other things along the way that you can do. But let's be honest. To this day, how long has that game been out? 2 years now, I think.
Yeah, maybe a year and a half.
I don't own Mario Run. I've never bought that game on any platform. And every time I play it, I'm just kind of like, there's not enough for me there to say this is gonna be. I need to spend $10 on this.
Yeah.
You know, I just doesn't hook me like that. Now, Fire Emblem, something like that, you get into it, you get to play it, and how I typically have approached any game like this that I did play, that I have paid for. You play it and you get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and you get to play the whole experience. While Mario Run, you're locked behind. I only can do a few levels, and your rest is locked behind. This I can just keep playing. And usually when I play something like that, and I say, okay, this is good, I enjoy it. Then I say, you know what? I want to give props to the developers. I want to show my appreciation. And I throw some Skrilla at them. You know, I'll spend a couple bucks, and especially it works great if you have the Google surveys, the Google Opinion Rewards app, because you get free money. You get free money just by having your phone.
What?
It'll ping your geographic location in a sense when you're at stores, things like that. It'll say, hey, what have you visited? Blah blah blah, and give 4 options to these stores recently, and you say yes, and then it'll say, what did you do? Did you like, oh, I made a purchase with my debit card. Okay, here's 15 cents. After a while, like on Google Play, I had $15 just doing those every once in a while, free on the Google Play Store. So I'd be like, oh, do I want some stuff in Fire Emblem? Yep. Do I want some stuff in Animal Crossing? Yep.
I'd be all
so
over
it would pay for itself. So on the iPhone, it just gives you PayPal money. So after 2, it just pays you out to PayPal.
Oh my gosh, I would totally do that. It reminds me of the old days where like you'd agree to have like this banner ad at the bottom of your web browser, like your Netscape thing. Yeah. And like you get like pennies on the hour or something like that. And
so that's how I do mobile games. But anyway, back on point. I feel like that's the way you kind of go for a little bit, is to like, you gotta. I hate doing the loot box thing. I feel like there's got to be some other way there, and maybe if that's if we can do almost like the Overwatch approach, or even the Fortnite approach, would you have like some customizations that improve the game, or let us tailor the game to ourselves. But I don't think that I think Nintendo sees that now too. The premium model wasn't successful. Yeah, while there still was a high install rate for my run. I think the numbers don't lie. Maybe that's just because Fire Emblem was a more popular property. I don't know what that breakdown looks like when you look at regional. Like we saw what Japan was versus the West. Because I know that what's that? Is it Pachinko? Is that the style of game? That's what that whole little concept of the game inside is based off. That's hugely popular. Yeah. The gotcha. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. So.
I mean, so there must be, so we think about like the development of the games, and where like the free-to-play model is like, everybody's like, we'll just make it free-to-play and you'll make trillions of dollars. But like there's a risk to that as well, where like you could have lots of people playing, but then like maybe if that gotcha thing isn't there, then you're not going to generate any revenue. So like if we ran Nintendo, like I'm tempted to kind of like not throw this out completely, this premium model, this $10 thing, where like it sort of mimics the console type of game, where you think, if I can sell X number of copies to a certain percentage of gamers doing this, then like that maybe is more reliable. Like there's certainly a model to how they predict sales. It's based on this type of game for this type of audience, and released on these dates, considering all these other things. So like I'm not sure, man. I just don't know necessarily, I guess, if it were our mobile strategy that you lead Mario with that one. Although maybe like that's the thing. Like he was not going to be the free-to-play thing. Like they wanted to keep him at that standard. So I feel like there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, I think we also need to make sure things line up with an actual console release, because I think the reason why Fire Emblem did so well is we had Fire Emblem Warriors right on the horizon too.
Do you
and
think
it kind of helped. I'm not sure if it did. Excuse me, I don't know if that helped the game did well, but I think it helped Fire Emblem Warriors possibly do well. We're helping sell another part of our business. Like, think if Pocket Camp preluded Animal Crossing coming to Switch. Like,
absolutely. I mean, and actually, so that would be the one thing that I would say is that given 1000% can never be ignored ever again, is the what we're seeing with Pokemon Go, and then Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is like literally things in your mobile game can actually like move over into your, whether it's like quite as like, that's pretty intricate. Like that's that's everything. That's everything in the game. Where like all your characters can kind of move over. But like maybe even just a little bonus. Like you don't really need to kind of go all out like that. But just a little something like Pocket Camp, they could do a big, I don't know, like an update or something like that to bring people back in, and then 2 months later is the real thing. And I don't know if it's money or bells or whatever you can get in the game that can carry over. But that would be huge.
If these were like companion apps for the games, like if the Animal Crossing, you had certain things you could do with inside the smartphone, like you could organize. Let's say the smartphone, it would always be your house, and you could go in there and you can organize your rooms based on the smartphone and move items around, things like that.
Oh man!
Think of like a Mario Kart with the Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario Kart
I want to talk about that.
What if that comes out though? Here's the thing: we got Mario Kart. We get people Mario Kart in the conscious mind. All of a sudden, like, hey, guess what else is coming? We got 2 more courses, DLC. We got 2 more cups coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And you get, by playing the Mario Kart Tour, you get early access to them or something.
Or to your point, that the Fortnite model of customization. Like, imagine just your cart, because there's always, like, one of my favorite things is customizing the cart or the character or your parachute and everything like that. Like, or the, I don't know if you get, like, maybe there's the trail when you do this power slide. Like, there's so many, just like Rocket League. Just take the Rocket League model, do it in Mario Kart. Holy crap, we just made $1 trillion if we ran Nintendo. But I feel like this is going to be a mistake for them. I don't know that a new Mario Kart is on the horizon. They're just going to have this thing exists there. But again, going back and forth, like the customization's going back from there, and then you kind of just like, it goes to my point in the earlier topic of, I would just want Nintendo to own the space where you're just thinking about it. You're obsessing about Nintendo always, in every place. I feel like they really have the potential for that to be a thing. But if only we'd have to do it. Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo don't. So I mean.
Oh yeah, did you say that?
I did say it.
Okay, good. Yeah, you nailed it. I just wanted to see in the chat. I think Tim Aulph had said that Pocket Camp did $25 million. So I wonder if that's maybe pushing the Animal Crossing a little bit. Like between the Amiibo not doing so great, and I wouldn't say that that's a tremendous success.
Can't give those things away.
Like maybe, man, somebody who was telling me that they thought Animal Crossing was bigger than Smash. I think a few people were. Anyways, yeah, not even.
No,
there's no way. There's So
it's popular and it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love Animal Crossing, but
maybe you guys didn't do a good enough job buying all the stuff. You should have done better. They would have been hurrying out with the Animal Crossing. But needless to say, if we ran Nintendo, we would be leaning into this thing. This is, man, what a world we live in now. Remember before when they announced that they were going to do this stuff, and it's like, whoa, you just said you were never going to be doing mobile games at all, and now we're kind of like leaning into this, going, there's serious opportunity. And I think there is, man. I'm glad that they took the plunge. They did it at a desperate time, which is also interesting, because I think if all things equal, the Switch sells as well as it is, they would not be as inclined to go into mobile at this point. Yeah. Like they just kind of ride out the console stuff. But maybe this is also why the Switch is doing well. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, you haven't lived until you played Smash Bros. Mobile. I mean, let me tell you. Oh my God,
can you imagine? What about Mario? The last thing I wanted to say about this is Mario Party. It would be so great to have Mario Party on the go, and you could do like you could buy mini games or packs of mini games. Yeah, like you could throw a couple bucks in. It's just like, which one is gonna appear?
You could do some cool stuff with the motion on a phone or the tapping on the. That'd be. And there's no nubs, so you don't have to worry about getting blisters on your palm for rotating the thumbstick.
You're just scraping the screen off with your greasy digits. I like this notion too, that thing that I want to see more of this on the new Super Mario Party, where you put the two screens together and then it does this weird thing where you draw across and it can see like how they're attached. Like I feel like that's actually more simple than anybody's like just drawing the line across. It kind of confirms that they're sitting in the orientation that they're wanting to. Yeah, you could do that with phones. You could have like, what if you had a whole bunch of them all kind of connected together? It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy stuff. But I want Mario Party everywhere. I think that's a no-brainer. A party game on your phone. Imagine. It's the magical land of the future. Mm-hmm. You got imagine parties everywhere. Parties on my Switch, parties on my phone. Karen is so busy right now. She's got so many rooftop parties. She's the life of every rooftop party. Mm-hmm.
It's lit, Sean. It's so lit.
Maybe this is where Waluigi makes his debut as well. He's on mobile. Maybe that's his first game. It's just a whoopee cushion app.
I want it to be the dating simulator that.
Oh, that's right.
The
Mushroom Kingdom dating sim.
Oh god.
Of course.
And it'd be just like Tinder, and you'd be swiping left or right there with Waluigi.
No. That's so stupid.
Oh well, I think we've scraped the bottom of the topic barrel on that one.
Yeah, I think we did.
I mean,
I feel good about it, man. I kind of want these things that like this is the telltale sign of like at least a decent episode, at least the middle of the road. I'm like, I want all those things to happen. I want my MMO on Switch. I want Mario Party on my phone. I want this stuff. But it's not going to happen. Sean. And now I'm disappointed, and that's if we ran Nintendo.
That is if we ran Nintendo.
That is all.
That is all. Sorry, folks. The show is coming to an end. Thank you for everyone who joined us in the chat. We appreciate you hanging out with us this past hour. You guys listening later on, you're still important to us, too. Thank you so much. If you want to follow the show, check it out on Twitter at If We Ran Nintendo. You can find me, JW Lacey. He is Sean, like the Connery, Capri, like the pants. And, of course, you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, our home, We the Nerdy. And, hey, I even do Fluxtapose on a week. Like tomorrow, we're doing Fluxtapose live. You can check it out, too, youtube.com/Fluxtapose. Let's go. I have a Mashika.
Somebody's screen. Rybo can have that screenshot for free.
Ooh.
Well, you can follow. Wait, did you say you catch me on?
I did
all the things. Xbox Drive.
I didn't do that.
Xbox Drive is a fun thing. If you guys like this, and I don't know why you would, but you can support us at patreon.com/makeusbetter. And everybody at $3 and up is in the show notes. $10 and up, you're at the top, like in that stupid weird thing that I do at the beginning. And Jason is pointing out his lovely Seinfeld DVD collection, which I'm jealous that you have on display. But that's me, man. That's all the plugs. That's the entirety of the show. I feel like we don't really want it to end. It's just kind of like we'd have to roll the credits. I think it does. Does it say "Let's Go Banana"? Yeah, it does say "Let's Go Banana." I think I have to be careful here. Jason, can you see? See the little belly? It does say.
Ooh, it's peeking. Yeah, it's peeking a little bit.
This is the part of the show that the podcast listeners just like they shut off at this point. We're just now we're just hanging out. I got to get on to the next thing. God, I can't believe I skipped over Megadats for this.
That's going to do it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Come back and join us next week when we're going to continue to run this company up from the ashes like the fiery phoenix itself. Until then, for more for Nintendo. Goodbye. Today's credits brought to you by Caro. She's singing if this works, but who knows? I'll click the button and I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Here's the story of a podcast family who had tons of gaming podcasts on the web. Donnie, Kevin, Jason, and Caro. Devmo, Nathan, and Seth. And Kyle, Josh, Q, Justin. Did I forget anybody? It's the story of Make Us Better, who had podcasts, but it seemed not quite enough. They were Sean, Mark, Joseph, and Jacob, Ryan, and somehow Jason Lacey again. Till the one day Sean Capri said, let's join forces. And they knew that this would be a perfect match. That this group must somehow form a family. That's how PSVG joined Make Us Better. Make us better. Make us better. That's how PSVG joined Make Us Better. And I know that none of that actually rhymes, but you guys gotta cut me some slack.